Hello, my name is Garx82, and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just creating some painters here, and basically you just throw the dye in the mixer, get the dye out, and then put it in your chemical bath, and then put the painter in, and the painters is just 2 steel rods and some wool, so super easy. The only annoying thing is you get 192 dye, and this only uses 144. So I have no other use for that. So I just have to keep breaking it and replacing it. But yeah, so I wanted to get a couple painters here because I have kind of decided that I need to sort out my power situation. And one of the ways I like to do this is just a preference for me, is to paint the cables by what voltage they have. So I can keep this a little more, it's easier to see what's going on when I can just look at the cables and I know. So for instance, these are MV cables, so those are going to be red. And the HV cables over here, so those will be like yellow. And it just helps me so I don't accidentally connect cables that shouldn't be connected. Now, obviously, this does happen occasionally, but I feel like it's going to happen less in this playthrough because the cables don't automatically connect unless I want them to. Most of the times when I connect cables with the wrong voltages, it's because I didn't notice a connection. Like I would lay a thing here and not realize it's going to connect to that, and it causes issues, which doesn't really happen in Gregtech New Horizons, which I like. But I have kind of decided that I'm going to need industrial TNT. I think that I'm going to have to go for this for sure, just because some of these recipes that Galacticraft needs require an absolute ton of explosives to make these blades. So this needs 8 TNT, and I have 37 alloy ingots that I need to do, so times 8, that's 4 stacks of TNT here. But if I use industrial TNT, it's only 2. So it's like a quarter of what I need. So I'd only need 1 stack of this. And making this is, I still use the gel toluene, which I'm already creating with the TNT, but I mix it with this stuff instead of sulfuric acid. And this even uses sulfuric acid here. The only thing I need to come up with is nitric acid. So that is something I definitely need to if I'm looking at this, I can get rocket fuel from this? I had no idea. So I mean, nitric acid is something I want to craft. But looking at this is kind of what I have come up with that I kind of need. So I need a mixer, could be like any. I need 2 HV chemical reactors. They have to be HV, and then 3 chemical reactors can be whatever. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out what tier do I want to craft all these things in. I need 2 HV for sure. And the way I have my base kind of set up at the moment, I don't really have an easy access to, like, I have HV line here, but that's it. It has 1 battery. And I want to get the power going into the HV and then transforming down is kind of what I usually prefer, as opposed to struggling here. Like, this isn't getting enough power, this isn't getting enough power. So kind of this episode, I'm going to do this off camera, I believe, but I think I am going to rearrange a lot of my base and do a bunch of crafting here to get this set up going forward, because I feel like I'm kind of stuck the way this is set up, like this over here going into an MV battery. It's just kind of, I feel like I'm a bit stuck here with the expansion. I have broken a bunch of machines that I don't need anymore. One of those like an MV bending machine, which I have an HV one, so I'd never use that. I have an NV assembler, which I don't need anymore. I do need this. I do need the electrolyzer. Distillery, I don't need the distillery anymore over here. Extruder, I definitely do need. Wire mill, I mean, it's not super important at the moment because I'm not doing like any fancy, like none of this stuff I'm doing like super fancy recipes right now. But anyway, I'm going to cut here instead of like talking your ear off and see if I can kind of rearrange this. I may even move. I don't want to move everything too far away because I use this a lot and I like having it close. And like this only has a certain range. But yeah, let me cut here and work on this and see if I can come up with a better setup for my power gen or my power. Okay, so a little bit of an update here, quick update. I have replaced I moved the battery buffer from over there, the 4 slot, to over here, and have the combustion generator and the turbine directly into the battery buffer. I used the transformer that I had right there and put it down here. And so I have this coming out directly into the medium transformer that I had up there, and that is transforming down. One goes down to this mixer, and then the other line goes over here. So that is working okay. Now I haven't replaced any of these machines yet, but I did make a HV energy hatch for my blast furnace. So instead of having the 2 HV or the 2 MV energy hatches, I now have 1 HV. And obviously, eventually I will have another HV energy hatch so I can step up again. But for right now, that should be okay. Now I am going to lay this. I'm doing 4x electrum. I think that is good for now. I'm kind of conserving my resources as much as possible because this isn't a sky block. So getting gold and silver, I have to go mine it if I want it. But what I think I'm going to do is move my HV machines down here and then at the end have my MV. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what I have been doing. We'll come back when I get a bit farther. Okay, so I have got my blast furnace running, and as we can see, my average input says 512 and average output 728. So I thought, oh, maybe I'm losing power, but it actually doesn't appear to be losing power. So I'm not sure like how accurate that actual number is, because it seems to be, we seem to be doing everything. My blast furnace is running. I have all my cables kind of connected here to my MV, and my LV seem to be doing okay. Now, if I'm running a bunch of different machines, it might not be, but I don't know, that seems to be okay for now. I have also kind of changed this up a bit. I broke the battery buffer that was here, and I have switched these out for an HV energy hatch and an HV machine hull, so I can finally power these machines in here with power. Now let's see where I guess we can just come this way. I don't know if I have quite enough. Let's see. So this is going to have to be, that'll have to be 1. Yeah, you got to make sure you have the right machine hulls too, so it doesn't explode. Alright, so this is going to pull 2. And this could possibly pull 2, so I need 2x cables. I need 4 of those. And I think that pretty much sorts that all out. I'm just gonna... I know I could use my wire mill over there, but my molten rubber is right here. I also need a chest, which I do have, but I need to get a chest of stuff that I am not, because I have, this chest is just full of machines and stuff. I need to have like an actual chest just for these. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably gonna, I should smelt these all down for the bronze, because I do still use bronze. Anyway, I'll get that sorted out. So what did I say? I needed a bunch of 2x, right? Like 4 of them or something. I'm not going to turn all these into like covered cables because I do need them for motors. I need a ton of electrum for motors. But I just wanted to get this all kind of set up, so now I have a bit better, like a more centralized power kind of thing. So that should go there. Oop, I am short 1. Shoot. All right. Anyway, let me get this stuff crafted up. I want to figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm thinking actually, instead of doing LV, maybe just doing MV and then the 2 HV, now that I have a little bit better kind of access to HV and MV, and but I need to figure out kind of how I want to do this. I just don't know what tier. All right, so we got a bunch of crafting done. We got the advanced mixer. I've decided I'm just going to go with, I think, medium voltage. I think would probably be the easiest. I was going to go with all... let me just double check this is right. Yeah, so mixer, 3 chemical reactors, yeah. I was going to go with all HV, but that is a ton of stainless steel, which I don't have a great amount of quite yet. That does remind me, I probably should get some chrome going. Or, not chrome, manganese, where are you? Stainless steel, I should get that. Because I got some iron, but once again, I'm kind of running low on iron here. Alright, so there is the mixer, the 3 chemical reactors. I have also decided to finally make a wrench. Now if we look at the wrenches, there's LV, MV, and HV. LV requires stainless steel, MV requires titanium, and HV requires tungsten steel. So obviously all I can do is the LV. Now whatever tip you put in it depends on how much durability and everything you get. So I just went with vanadium steel to start out with. I probably will upgrade this to vibrant alloy. But for now, I think that's fine. Is that going to count towards a quest? I think I had a quest towards the tools, didn't I? I thought there was. Yeah. So it looks like it has to be a certain type of material, and I didn't. Yeah, Vibrant Ally. I just realized that's what I was going to switch to, and it told me. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit annoying. Anyway, the LV you can just throw in any sort of thing, and it'll charge up. Now, when you use it, instead of using durability every time, it'll use the EU, and then occasionally it will use a bit of durability, and we will have to deal with that eventually. But this will last much longer than just a plain old wrench. All right, let me grab a bunch of. I don't know which one I need. But I think I'm going to do it kind of down here, and then I should probably replace that with 4x cable, because you can only get 4 out of this. So if I put 4x here, that is the most that I can ever get out of this. Let's just go ahead and replace that right now. Also, these red painters do not have a lot of uses. They only have 32 uses. So keep that in mind. You're gonna have to keep filling them up with paint. That's not the end of the world. Is this kind of how I want to do this? I don't know. Which way do I want to go? Left to right or right to left? Let's go. I don't know. I'm probably going to redesign this, but I want to just kind of get it down and producing, and then I will take some time to figure out what I want. I guess I could just... Does this need... I can't remember. Does this need a circuit? It does need a circuit. I think I may have one extra circuit, actually. Dang it. No, I don't. Oh, thunderstorm. Alright, I'll just... We're good on fuel for there, so I'll leave that for now. Alright, so what I was planning on doing is, I think... Yeah, I got sulfuric acid in there, so we need to get this out, because I want this. Alright, so that's out. Now, the tooling, let me see if I can remember how we do this. So, gelled tooling, you can either solidify it, which is what I was doing, or you can double it, which I'm going to do. It does use a weird amount. That is a strange amount. It's like 1 1/3. And that goes in a chemical reactor, right? Yeah. All right, so let me get some sugar and some pulp. Might as well. 7 of those and... Ooh, does that not pulverize down? Oh, did I put that in the wrong thing? I thought it pulverized down. Yeah, there we go. Right, I just realized, does this need to be an NHV? This does need to be an HV. I am getting my process kind of mixed up. So what I was thinking at first of probably borrowing this and then, I don't know. I really need to just build 2 more advanced chemical reactors, but unfortunately that uses a lot of resources that I don't have a lot of right now. Anyway, we'll put that in there. Did I? Oops, wrong fluid. Not sulfuric acid. That's not going to work. It's going to put it right back in. That will do that. All right, so there we go. So that's going to produce the gel tooling. Okay. Now, the other thing I need, although this needs to go, all right, sulfuric acid needs to go, actually I need these. Having to deal with cells and fluids, depending on the recipe, gets pretty confusing sometimes. All right, so that will use up that, and I will let me get a couple stacks of this stuff, or can I start? All right, so this has to end up in the chemical reactor again, right? So the mixer, okay, so the mixer, yeah. So I'm looking for nitric acid is the thing I need. And I need nitrogen dioxide, and to get nitrogen dioxide, I need nitric oxide. And to get this, I need ammonia. So you can get ammonia from fermented biomass, which I don't have any. Should probably be the easiest way, but I don't have any. Or I could do it this way. Yeah, see, I need more chemical reactors for sure. But let me... That is not what I wanted to do. Shoot. Now I have air stuck in those pipes. Oh well, I'll worry about that later. So 1:3 ratio it was, so I don't know, let's do like 3 nitrogen, 9 hydrogen. All right, and let me wait till all this is used up. And we are back, and I decided to get another battery. I ended up having enough lithium, so I decided why not just finally fill out this 4-slot battery buffer with lithium. Anyway, we got our gelled tooling, or I'm going to probably say it wrong every single time. I don't even know if that is the correct way to say it. But let's take a look at the ammonia recipe. Now the ammonia recipe is, there's multiple ways to do it. I'm just going to do it. Let's just, I guess we'll do it this way. Yeah, that's the way I was going to do it. So nitrogen needs to go in there. So let's do 3 nitrogen in there. So that will fill up with nitrogen. We'll put the hydrogen in there. That will create the ammonia. Actually, we'll just do one of those. All right, so there is the ammonia. Now the ammonia has to be reacted with I'm going to need a bunch of circuits here for this process, it looks like. So why don't I just go ahead and... I think you have extra circuits, yeah. So we'll get that. So I need nitric oxide, I think. Yeah, so oxygen with ammonia. And it looks like that is a 1-to-1 ratio, which is pretty cool. Let me get a bunch of oxygen here. I finally kind of got a really decent supply of oxygen. I just use it so much with smelting, or my blast furnace, and the like my plasma or my arc furnace uses oxygen and all sorts. So like this is going to use 54 buckets, but it's still going up, right? Yeah, it's still going up, and I'm using the blast furnace, so that's pretty cool. All right, so nitric oxide, which one are we going to do here? I guess we'll do this one. So I need a 12. So 12. There's the nitric oxide. And I need nitrogen dioxide, I think. I know I need this. So nitric oxide with oxygen, it's the same thing, except this one needs a 1 circuit. So we'll go to the right. Fluid output, that'll put that in there. And then we'll do that. Obviously I need to get all these circuits done, and we'll figure out how, like, the best way to route all the cells and all sorts of stuff. Obviously this would be better in the multi-block chemical reactor, but we're not there yet. All right. So it looks like we got, from the 3 ammonia, we have a bit left and a bit left of that. We have 2 buckets of nitrogen dioxide now. Nitric acid. There, nitric acid. Apparently it's one word. I did not know that. So nitrogen dioxide, and then we'll add oxygen and water. So again, to the right, auto output. Then we need more oxygen and we need some water. All right, so each of these uses less and less oxygen, it seems like. And there is our nitric acid. One more to the right, auto output, with the fluid into the mixer, and then we can add, ooh, I gotta put this back in. I just realized I'm not producing fuel. And I probably need a circuit, which I do. And there we go. And that will produce the nitration mixture, I think it is. Is that what it was? Yes, so 2 buckets of nitration mixture. That is my quest to buy more circuit boards. This is probably a... So I got, how much How much should I get out of this? 4 buckets. All right. So there is my nitration mixture, and then this is what I can mix with my, in the chemical reactor, I believe it is. So the industrial TNT is the nitration mixture, and gel toluene in another chemical reactor. So all in all, this kind of needs like 4, this whole process, that the way I've set it up, needs like 4, is it 4 or 3 HV chemical reactors, not just 2. So that is quite a lot. And I just realized I probably need another circuit. So I need to craft up a whole lot of circuits here. And that in there. And this will produce our industrial TNT. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing the quest because I have to have 32 buckets of the nitration stuff on me. But I just kind of wanted to get this done for the episode. So it looks like it's 5. We're going to get 20. So 3 buckets of ammonia that I got originally. Is that right? Ends up about 20 industrial TNT, which will get 10 of the heavy duty, 10 of these, I think, won't it? I'm just going to delete that. Make room. All right, we do have a little bit of a problem here, I just realized, is that I have this running. It's going to be like drawing. It's going to be fighting over power. And I think... Okay, so it needs to be fully... For the quest to complete, it needs to be fully charged. So, good to know. Yeah, we got 20 out of the original, I don't know, I can't remember the exact everything that I used, but I used what, 9, or I used 9 hydrogen, right, 9 hydrogen and 3 nitrogen, and then I used about 10 oxygen. So, all right, not too terrible, but like I said, this is much better than having to use, I guess we'll use up that TNT. Maybe I'll make 1 TNT so I can use it up. But we will do this, and it'll only use 2. So yeah, 1,000 times more efficient. Okay, not 1,000, about 4 times as efficient. But anyway, how did I get that? Is that a byproduct that I never noticed? Oh, it is. Okay, so you actually get you get tiny stainless steel from. Oh, because of the screws. Gotcha. All right, but anyway, there is our heavy-duty plates. Next episode, we will come up and progress a bit more. Took a little bit of a break figuring out the industrial TNT today. Yeah, hopefully in the next episode, I think we are, until we get something coming up here, I don't know if we will, hopefully we'll be able to get a rocket built sooner than later, but we still have quite a few things that I need to get built here. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.